Welcome to the Arab 463 MSA Transition Words lecture. This is the lesson 1. In this course, overall, we are going to focus on basic connectors in modern standard Arabic that will help you to link ideas smoothly and create more cohesive sentences in both writing and speaking. These connectors play a crucial role in Arabic grammar, enabling us to express relationships between clauses, ideas, and sentences. Whether you are forming a logical connection, showing contrast, or adding additional points, using these connectors will significantly enhance your fluency. The focus of this course is on connectors, articles, phrases, or idioms, which joins words, phrases, clauses, or sentences in a functional setting. So, in addition to the basic connectors, we will also focus on prepositions and other link words in modern standard Arabic. In today's lecture, the aim is to discuss these connectors. For example, wa, which means and, but, or yet, which connects to similar elements, which could be nouns, verbs. Fa is mostly used for so or then. It indicates consequence or the result. Summa for then and next. It's after that it introduces a sequence of events. Au for are. There are two variations of which we'll be discussing here in today's lecture. So the one is mainly used for interrogative sentences like a question word, and the other one is used for the are, whether this or this in a direct indirect question. So basically in today's lecture we'll discuss wa, fa, summa, au, let's first discuss a paragraph and see which type of connectors are used in this one. So those connectors are underlined. Wulida Najibu Mahfuz fi Hay al Jamaliya. So Wulida was born, Najib Mahfuz, it's a person's name, noun. Fi Hay is a neighborhood. Al Jamaliya, the Jamaliya, the name of the neighborhood. So Wahua, and so Wa, and so it's about, so it's linking this sentence with this sentence. So it's so wa huwa ahadun al ahya ashabiya fil kahira. So this means that once the neighborhood that was just discussed is one of the biggest neighborhoods, the public neighborhood in the city of Kahira. ويقع بجانب المسجد الحسين بالأزهر, and that's situated on the side of the Masjid al-Hussein bil al-Azhar. So that's, so the this is another link word. So basically in this sentence, in this whole sentence, there are three phrases which are joined through by using the wa. And then kana waliduhu mozifan, and his waliduhu, his father was, kana was, mozifan was an employee, hukumian. So mozifan hukumian, that the governmental employee. Summa, again, then in the purpose of after that. Amala fi tijarati ba'da zalik, and then he worked in the business. Tijara, the business, ba'da zalik, after that. So the next paragraph, kana mahfuz qariyan mumtazan. The mahfuz was an exceptional reader. Faqad, that's another link word or connection used over here. So Kara liman faluti wa tajam baz amalahu. So he read that and translated some of the its works. So summa then, so after that, Kara Litaha Hussain. And so that's another big Egyptian scholar. Najib Mahfouz is also an Egyptian author. Then he read. So first he read Liman Faluti and translated some of his works. Then he read Taha Hussain, wal Ikad was Salama, Musa wa Ibrahim, wa Tawfiq Hakim wa Gairuhum. So all these other authors, other writers are mentioned, and those those words are also connected with wow, in a sense, and because those are similar author names, so those are being connected by using the wow or wa connector or link word. ولهم يحمل قراءة الأعمال الكلاسيكية سواء كانت عربية أم غربية. So then he read the basically he didn't stop reading. So the reading of the classical works, whether those are Arabic or Garbi, Arabic or stranger, like the Western or other non-Arabic Ajmi works. So the Arab or Ajam. So here there is a new link word, the Arabia Garabiya, that either those could be Arabic or non-Arabic. So he didn't he read those. He didn't stop without any exception. And وقد بدا نشاط, who and then started Nishat development, who his development al-adbi, then his scholarly development started في سن مبكرة وذلك بكتابه, that in early years, that he started his scholastic developments in the earlier, and that was be with kitabihi, writing of his al-makala, the article, wa tarjuma, and the translation. Summa ijtaha kitabihi al-kissa kasira wa roya, and then he moved towards the small short stories and writing. Al-kissa al-kasira, the al-kissa stories, al-kasira smaller, wa roya, and the traditions. ويعتبر محفوظ, and he's considered, the محفوظ is considered في الوقت الحاضر, in current times, وقت time حاضر, in the current times, أشهر, the most famous, الروائيين العرب, the storytellers of the Arab, the narrators, the relators of the Arab. So that this sentence that we also like basically starts with the link. That means even the paragraph could stand with that. This is a very unusual in English to start a new paragraph or new sentence with wa, the and, but in Arabic it's very common because it's linking this paragraph to the previous paragraph. So that's very common here. And so the translation reads that Mahfouz is considered in the current times the most famous writer. Qad allafa, so he composed. Allafa yuallifu, the second form of alafa. So he composed al-adid, many minal riwayat, many stories, wal qasas, al-qasas al-kasira, the short stories, allati nalat shohra, which obtained, allati, demonstrative pronoun here. So it's talking about all those stories and traditions, narrations. Nala, it's a past tense. Nala to obtain shohra kabira, that they obtained the popularity, great popularity. Swan fi Misr. So that's another construct. So Swan we have seen two times. Swan kanat Arabiya am Garabiya. it's here in one sense that it was related that equal for Arabic and non-Arabic. So here it's related either for Misr or the Swan was related with and now Misr or fi Bilad al-Arabiya al-Ukhra, or in the Egypt or the other Arabic countries. So overall, in this we saw that there are many link words. At least we saw the wow connector. We saw summa, fakad, aw. So these are some of the connectors discussed in this. Let's discuss this in much more detail. So here ذهب لا ومحمد إلى ذهب لي ومحمد إلى روما وباريس. So the went ذهب, the past, the perfect tense to go, myself and Muhammad إلى Roma وباريس, Rome and to Paris. استطاع الطلاب أن يقرأوا ويكتبوا باللغة العربية بعد دراسة 3 أشهر فقط. The استطاع capability of the طلاب students أن يقرأوا, that they read ويكتبوا and they write. So أن يقرأوا ويكتبوا باللغة العربية. The students develop their capabilities to read and write in Arabic after study of Salasa, basically or Talata, in the 3 Ashur months fakat only. Fakat is another word which is most commonly used in fakt. So يعمل والدي أستاذا ورئيسا للقسم في الوقت ذاته. My father teacher ورئيس للقسم and the head of the department للقسم في الوقت ذاته, they are working in the same time. يعمل أخي وهو مهندس في الكويت. My brother is working and he's an engineer في Kuwait. He's working in Kuwait. قرأ المسألة عدة مرات ولم يستطيع حلها. I read the problem idda multiple مرات, multiple times. So I read the problem multiple times but was unable to find a solution. Ta, the first form of yastati, walam yastatiyu, and the unable to find the solution. نجح محمد ورسب على في الامتحان. The Muhammad and Rasab Najah has been successful in the examination. خرج الأستاذ طالب. The ustad, the teacher and the student both exited. سأل الأستاذ الطلاب سؤال لصعبا فلم يجبه أحد. So سؤالا صعبا. The سأل, he asked, the past tense, al ustadu, the teacher, tulabuhu, from the students, sawalan, a question, sab mean hard question, a hard question, falam and link word here, that none in yajib, who ahad, that no one answered him. سافروا إلى الأمريكا للدراسة ثم بعث. سافر إلى أمريكا للدراسة ثم بعث برسالة إلى والده يخبره فيها بأنه سعيد جدا هناك. He traveled to America to study for study, and then summa, then therefore after that. So link word basa, he sent a letter, a message, ila walidihi, to his father, informing him biannahu, that. So that's another link word over here, biannahu, that We'll discuss Anna and its sister in a different lesson. Saeed happy, Jiddan very hunak, that he's very happy over there. بعد وفاة رسول صلى الله عليه وسلم تولى الخلافة أبو بكر ثم عمر ثم عثمان ثم علي. So these are the four righteous caliphs in Islam, starting from the Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu, then Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, then Usman, and then Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Usman radiallahu ta'ala anhu and Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So that's after the death of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the salutation on the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that peace be upon him. Became caliph, first Abu Bakr, then Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, then Usman, and then Ali. Darastu, I studied sanatain for 2 years. Darastu sanatain fi Jami al-Kahira. I studied for 2 years in Jami al-Kahira. Summa then taraktaha wa tahakkat bi Jami al-America. Then I left it and researched in American University. فتعلمت فيها كثيرا عن طرق البحث, and learned a lot because the Drastu I studied there in Jamia al-Kahira, then left it and for the research for Jamia in the American University, and then learned fiha kasiran an turuk al-bahas. That I learned a lot about the research, because this was a research related job, so learned a lot. Yuridu, I want, an yadrisu lugha al-inglesiyya aw fransiyya qabla safaruhu. He wants to study the English language or French or French qabla safaruhu, before he travels. So he wants to yurid one, and so again this is the whole expression of desire, want, wish to for the study of the English language before traveling to the abroad. So basically 2 languages are expressed in this with the link word of aw. La yadri hal yakbil dawam yarf. So he does not know whether he will accept the invitation am yarfuzuha, or will reject it. So basically it's for the basically the 2 options are being expressed. Lastu adri al kal ustad muhazaram atazranha. I don't know whether the teacher has delivered the lecture, or it has been like excused on her, excused from it. So basically, again 2 options, 2 situations are being reported here. So next, the wow. Let's look in more details over here. So it's a summary of those connectors that we have discussed in this lecture. Wow is a coordinator and connects words, phrases, clauses, or sentences as items on the same level. Example: Qabilat Muhammad wa Aliya wa Nadia. That the 3 options, so met. So 3 people are being discussed over here. Darastu al-Arabiya fil Kahira wa fi Dimashq. I studied Arabic fil Kahira wa fi Dimashq. Again 2 cities are being expressed for the study of the Arabic language, and they both are linked with the wow keyword. Clauses are also being linked. So in the previous slide we saw that words are being linked, words and phrases with the wa or wow. Then clauses, sallamt alayhi wan sarafat, that he sent his salutations and then returned. And sentences are also linked, like we saw in the previous example. Many sentences were linked. the ulki al muhazir muhazra raya. The presenter presented a great presentation. Wabadaha, and after that, safak al haziruna ijaban bil muhazir, and then the attendees ask questions or got answers from the presenter. So the in the the parentheses wa could be used in the parentheses as well, but there are no parentheses in the Arabic language as well. So therefore, it introduces a clause potentially within another sentence. Like this is a rhetoric feature, rhetorical feature of the English as well, where something could be, although it's not liked much in the English language, but the parentheses are used a lot in the MSA. So here you will see that the parentheses are usually set off by dashes, like two dashes over there. They might be with the commas as well. Most this is a more explicit style of expressing parentheses within a sentence. So it introduces a clause in parentheses within another sentence, which usually modifies the preceding nouns or pronouns, and this is the way how it separates, and often translated by who. For example, Rukia al-Ustad Muhammad, Rukka Tarakka. So it's for the progress, for the advancement, for the promotion. That the teacher Muhammad, before completing the sentence, to what level, what rank, what post he was promoted, there is the parenthesis over there which explains that the Ustad Muhammad is a head of the business department. Ila darjati mudiriyam. So the head of the business department has been promoted ila the general manager. So this sentence clearly indicates that who is the person, what is his rank, and to which rank or the which level the promotion is being done. So next is the va could also be used as an adversative, like but and yet, which connects two clauses in an adversative relationship. So this explains why the va or the and often precedes the adversative particles. Lakin, lakinna, innama. So we'll see in the 7th lesson we'll discuss more about this. That so he the hawaltu, I tried muqabalatahu kasira, I tried to compete with him, walam, but yet astate, I couldn't. So wahuwa la yahtimu bil adabil hadith walakinna muhtam bil adabil kadim. That he is not responsible or the blame or the responsible for the modern literature, but but responsible for the bil adab al kadim, the old literature. يتصرفون كأنهم أداة وليسوا إخوة. They are dealing كأنهم, as if they are dealing like they are enemies. وليسوا, and they are not إخوة, they are not brothers, and they are not brothers. إنه لا يكتب الشعر وإنما يكتب المقالة الأدبية. He's not writing poetry. وإنما يكتب المقالة الأدبية, but he's writing the literature article, a literary article. The manifold meaning expressed by wow and cannot in many instances be translated into English. Very often it introduces a new sentence. That's why, because this is, again, I would like to emphasize here, this is because this inability to or the inability of translation of the same wa or the and connector words in the English is because of the rhetorical style only, because English follows a different rhetoric tool as compared to the Arabic. So therefore, very often it introduces a new sentence or a paragraph, and in this case it is usually dropped in English. Also, because if it's a new sentence, as I said, mentioned earlier, the new sentence won't start with and. So the two connector words in Arabic sentence with the two sentences phrases would generally end up being two separate sentences in the English language. Also, in a string of three or more items, wa is normally repeated before each of them. When translated into English, wa is replaced by commas, except the last wa in the string, which is translated as and. So he did this, comma this, another thing this, and when the last thing comes, then there will be and. So wow, 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 followed by the last and. So for next, we are going to discuss the fa. The fa is generally mostly used for it's a prefix which is means so or then. It also indicates a consequence or result. It's a particle of classification or gradation which implies immediate succession of action. For example, fi haflil kharijin, in the graduation party. Takallam al amid for rais. For the Sharaf, that in the graduation party, first the dean speaks, then the head of department, and then the first the sorry, it's in the past tense. So first the dean spoke, then the head of department, then the guest of honor. Zaif guest, Ashar of honor. So far article may also imply an arrangement in the narrative indicating coordination together with the idea of development in the narrative. For example, Dautuhu ilal hafla Eid Miladi. I invited him to my birthday party for Kabul Dawa. So therefore, and then he accepted he accepted the invitation. طلب الرئيس مساعدة فجاء عليه مصرا. So the Rais asked for his help, Masad to help. Faja ilayhi, so he came to him in quickly, in a quick fashion. So another usage of the fa. So here so, and then here so faja. So that's the result. Like as I said, consequence. So this was the invitation to the birthday party, and then the fa indicates the acceptance. This was invitation or the request for a help, and then the indication came positive. It may also connect two clauses having causal relationship showing the fact and its consequential. For example, it's really more in the fashion of so and therefore. So fa marad al ustad, the teacher became sick. Fal gait al muhazira. Falgait al muhazara. So the ulgiyat al muhazara. So the lecture was cancelled. This is the passive form because the teacher became sick. So therefore, fa, the lecture was al muhazara. The lecture was cancelled. Kamatul harab, the so this for ulgiyat is for the it's a passive form, and for aglakat, this is the active form of this. So the war started al harb, and the cancelled who, the al hukuma, al hukuma, to the governmental cancelled al matara, the government cancelled all the closed aglakat. Sorry, so it's algi aglakat. That's a different word. I thought that both are. It's about so the close to close shut. Aglakat is in that sense that that the government closed all the airports or the airspace after the war started. لقد حزن كثيرا على الموت صديقته. He but so sad at the death of his friend. فقد, for, because Kana, he used to yuhibbuha, love him, love her a lot. Her jiddan, that because she was her best friend, so that's why he was sad on her death. Sadiqatuhu, that's the feminine form over here. Sadiq, Sadiqa. Next is for, it's again continuation of the fa, like wa, fa may also connect two sentences which have an adversative relationship. One statement is usually affirmative and one is negative. For example, so the first in this faqala, he said innahu wahdahu sahibul fikra. That he said he's the only one having the idea or having the intellect over there. Falam yusaddiqu ahadan, but no one. Falam, but fa, but lam, no one. Yusaddiqu, no one verified him. Nobody believed in him. In conditional sentences, the fa may be used to introduce the result clause when it does not begin with the perfect or jussa verb. So we'll discuss more in the lesson 21. For example, إن لم تشاهد الإحرامات فيجب أن تزورها معنا غدا. So that if you have not, if you have not yet seen the Ihram al Misr, the Egyptian, then you should come and visit that Mana Gadan tomorrow. So then you should come with us to visit it tomorrow. Fa also introduces the main clause after the disjunctive amma, imma, and its phrase imma al-masriya al-ukhra, that for the latest comedy fasawfa ushahiduha al-asbu al-qadam, that I will then fasawfa for the future, then I will see it al-asbu al-qadim, in the week al-qadim, coming week. So the latest, as far as the latest comedy film is concerned, I will see it in the next week. Fa with the subjunctive introduce a clause that expresses the result or effect of a preceding clause. So again, the consequence. This type of fa is called in Arabic as sababiya fa or fa al-jawab. The preceding clause must contain an imperative, affirmative or negative, or it must express a wish or hope, or ask a question, or it may be a negative clause. So these are the conditions for using the fa, that they must contain an imperative, it must be a wish or hope, or the significant of fa in all these cases equivalent to that of hatta. Hatta is another word. So its usage is rather rare in MSA. So let's look at some of those examples. So there are three cases in which the forward is used. So first case is to it's an imperative, either affirmative or negative, the wish and the question. So first looks at the imperative. Ijtahid wa idris fatanja. Work hard and study so that you will succeed. So that you will succeed. So basically this is the result or the consequence of work hard and study. La tahmilu durusakum. Don't stop your study or your lessons. Fatafshalu. So basically this is for the affirmative, this is for the negative, imperative. Fatafshilu, otherwise you will fail. Lait alayhi salam, this is the express of hope or wish that perhaps for me there is a horse for kibbutz. So in that case, so perhaps I should have a horse. In that case, I would ride it for kaphu kul yom, that I will ride it in every day. So hal kasat fi wajibi faqab, has, so this is again a question, has he reduced my my dues? So I will take revenge in that case. Lam, so this is also again the in like negative class case. The lam zaikuhu fayakzib mani. I won't hurt him, otherwise he will get angry with me. I don't pester him, otherwise he will get angry at me. The third connector word that we are going to study is summa. Summa connects words and clauses but implies succession with a pause and an interval. So example, again it's like F indicate a consequence or result, but there is generally a pause. So there is generally an interval. That interval could be short, that interval could be long, which could be further expressed that how long was the interval. Hazartu ila jamia fi sabah. I attended the morning, the university in the morning. Summa then Jaytula Fundak, then I returned to the hotel fil Masa in the evening. So basically again that this links two words summa, two phrases over two clauses here, that in the morning I attended the university and then in the evening I went to the hotel. So that's the one simple example of the summa. Summa is very common too. And then the fourth one is expresses an alternative or opposition between the meanings of the two words being connected. It may be used in affirmative and interrogative or negative sentences. Sofa safiru ilal Iskandriya au Portside. I will future travel to Iskandriya or to the port said. Hal zarani aw salani ahad. Did he visit me or ask about me to someone? La nazuruk, I won't in future, negative. I won't visit you, or salan, or won't ask about you. So here it's a question lam yasru yat. I so didn't attended or apologize for it. So fifth link word for the today's lecture is which usually introduces the second alternative in the interrogative or indirect question. Hal satasafiru Iskandriya. So this again hal question word sa will you travel to Iskandriya or the port side. Port side. Two options. La adri halakbal dawa metadar. I don't know whether I will accept the invitation or will say sorry. The link word may also proceed and in anna class hal anta jada annaka taskharimni. Are you really coming? Or you are making joking or joking with me. So two options again. To first, are you coming? Are you joking? Or acceptance of the invitation with the or saying sorry, excusing, or the travel to two different cities. The may also be used in alternative constructions after soa. So ahibbu shera arbi soan kana kadiman or hadisan. So we have seen two examples of the in the soa construct in the first paragraph as well. So that's the I like the Arabic poetry, whether it's the classical or the modern. Typically introduces two alternatives, only one of which may be chosen, whereas "au" introduces any number of alternatives, and you may correctively choose more than one. So that's another difference between "am" and "au." Just two alternatives, only one could be chosen. "Au" again are "hal zarani" or "salani" or "salhiril." So he may have done all of these, like visited. He may have visited me, or asked about me, or sent me a letter, or hal anta talib am ustad, that you are that question is, are you a teacher or the student. So that's it for today. In the today's lecture we have discussed these five connector words: wow, au, fa, summa, and so that's it for today. We'll stop here. I hope that's helpful. In the next lecture, in the next lesson of our book 463, I will bring more connector words, more link words, which are generally used to connect phrases and clauses together in the modern standard Arabic. Thank you. Bye.